world, let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Some don't know the effects they have on others when everything that we do affects our younger brothers and sisters. To me, it seems that the facts have missed us. Who will be there to reach down and hug and kiss us? Frankly, the courage that we're in needs to be discussed. Self-respect is a must. We need to tone down the
What's good, bro? What's good?
The fact that it provides a pleasant rush. But who in this world can you trust? The answer to that is yourself. Don't take what that man says off the back. Pick that book up off the shelf. That don't mean not to trust. That means to take what he said, think about it, and then come back and discuss. Let's change the world. 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 Let's just unite. Let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change 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 the world. Let's just unite. Let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Change up the world for the boys and the girls, because if we don't change it up, we're gonna make it in this world. We need to focus on the present and think less about the past, cause if we keep it up like this, then that's gonna be our fucking bad. Gotta know just where you're coming from to get where you're going, so get on your search for knowledge, cause there's power in knowing. Either pick up more books and read them cover to cover, and have you get the information, pass it to your brother, spread it to the whole world. If you know it ain't fake, you'll be surprised the difference in this world that one man can make. It's good and bad in everybody, but you gotta bounce it out. And if we all found that we change the world, no doubt. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world.
What's good, y'all? What's good, man? It's your big homie, Big Bad. And this is the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast, and I appreciate everybody. Damn, I need a lighter. Man. What's good, y'all? What's good? I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hey, you got a lighter? I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. It's a beautiful day. First and foremost, man, shout out to everybody who showed some birthday love to my daughter yesterday, man. It was my baby's birthday yesterday. She turned 11, man. So shout out to everybody who showed some birthday love. Shout out to my my mother, and shout out to my brother, and shout out to my brother's wife for popping in, coming down and seeing us, man. We appreciated that a lot, man. It was a good time, and I appreciate y'all, and I love y'all. I ain't been online in a few days because nothing's more important than family, y'all. Family is the most important thing. Family is generation. Generations is everything. There's nothing without family. There is no life without a family. There is no future without families. There is nothing without families. You can live all your good individual life all you want, but if you ain't got nobody to share with or pass it down to, it don't mean nothing. I just wanted to say thank you to all my people out there who show love. Now, first and foremost, they all know about it. What's good, Justice? What's good, Justice Missouri? I appreciate you. What's good, Antoine Adams? I appreciate you. They all know about it, y'all. They're all in on it. And what do I mean by that? I just went to the eye doctor the other day, right? Just went to the eye doctor the other day. Just get some new glasses. I'm gonna wait till the damn lighter come. This damn thing is not burning. It's burnt crazy. I had to get some new glasses, so I went to the eye doctor and I got an eye exam before I got my glasses. You do your eye exam, then you pick out your glasses. So, oh hell no, Cardinals. So it's Cardinals trying to eat my garden. So as I went to the doctor, I'm getting my eye exam, right? You good? It's okay. I went to the eye exam. I got my eye exam, and the lady, the eye doctor, was, how they scan your eyes and they put the little light in your eyes and look inside your eyes, right? So she was like, the eye doctor or optometrist, she said, oh my God. What's good? UK in the house, man. Oh yes, thank you so much for tuning in, bro. Y'all hit that like button. So anyway, the doctor, the optometrist, the eye doctor, she said, she put the light in my eye and she was scanning it and she was looking into my eyeball and she said, oh my God. And I was like, trying to see what she was saying. And shamelessly said, not enough people seeing the truth clearly. Maybe the world needs an eye exam or brain scan or just watch this show. Yeah, and then, shamelessly, V, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. Man, the people closest to you, who you want to help the most, the people in your family, the people who you want to see what you're doing, and the people you want to help the most, they're not gonna get helped. When you're doing something in this world, most times you're doing something good, only like-minded people will pick up on it and everybody else will demonize you. So it's kind of weird. But anyway, let's talk about it. The eye doctor was scanning my eyes and she was put the eye in there and she was looking and she was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I said, what's wrong? She said, your eyes are healthy. She said, I hadn't seen, you find one? She said, I haven't found, we always live or not. We're always here live or not. We are listening. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for real. So the lady said, so the lady said, oh my God, I haven't seen a pair of healthy eyes in a long time. And I kind of knew what she was saying, but I trying to act like I didn't at first. So I said, I asked her, I said, well, shit, what's the, I said, what's the problem? She said, nothing. So she scanned my other eye. And then she said, hey, hurry up, Trey. I'm sorry. Cause I want, so she said, I haven't seen a pair of healthy eyes in a long time. And I said, what's wrong? She said, nothing. Then she did my other eye. Then she said, you'd be surprised what I see on a day-to-day basis, right? And I said, I knew what she was talking about at this point, because I know if y'all don't know anything about, there's these worms, these parasite eye worms, I call them worms, but they're like parasite little squiggly worm things that be in people's eyes. I've had them in my eyes before. So like when I got sick before, they'll be in your eyes and shit like that. So anyway, long story short, she said, you'd be surprised what I see on the daily. So I knew kind of what she was saying. I said, are you talking about the eye worms? And when I said, are you talking about the eye worms? She stepped back. She took about 3 steps back and she looked at me. She cocked her head back and she said, you wouldn't imagine the things I see every day. And she said, the sad part about it is you're my first patient of the day, and you're probably going to be my only patient with eyes without those things in them. And I said, so I asked her, I'm like, damn, I started talking to her, you know, about different stuff. She started filling me out and talking to me and stuff. And when I was leaving, she said, I really like you. And I'm really glad that, you know, you came and woo like she was like just saying she was thankful to meet me. Cause I was, you know, kind of told her a little bit. I didn't say too much because you don't speak too much in public about shit like that. So I was kind of just hinting at what I knew a little bit and trying to fish for information from her. So she was telling me, she confirmed that she's dealing with the eye worms all day, every day. She confirmed that these eye worms are running heavy and running amok in people's eyeballs every day. She's seeing this. Now, for all my people out here, if you've never seen this documentary, it's a documentary called Died Suddenly. Go look it up and you'll see the worms that I'm talking about. Ever since after the pandemic, doctors all around, what do you call those people? Embalmers and morticians and things of that nature all around the world have been reporting and logging down these worms that they're pulling out of people. They're like parasite worms. Some of them, I've seen one of the parasite worm. Yeah, I've seen some parasite worms come out of people and be up to 4 feet long. I've seen them pull them out of dead bodies. I've seen them pull them out of live bodies. I've seen them pull them out of everything. You get what I'm saying? They're pulling them out. And they're here you go. And they're very much inside the nation's people right now. Thank you. They're very much inside the nation's people right now. We all know, or we not all don't know. I'm so sorry. Some of us know. The ones who know, we know that they've been spraying things in the air on us. Some of us who know some of us have had to take injections. We all know some of it, they've been doing and putting things in the food, right? If you understand nanotechnology, and if you understand a lot of these new patents and these new sciences that have been patented and put into use, you would understand what's going on. For the last 6 years, 7 years, they've been creating in labs different creatures and entities and nanobots and nano creatures that can chain and form together. And according to what their concepts of it is, with this blockchain technology, these nanobots and these nanotechnology, these nanoworms are able to fuse together. You could put a pool of them. You could put bits. Like I've seen scientists blend up. He had made some nanoworms, some nanotubes, and he blended them up, right? And they're also doing this with organic creatures too. They're creating organic matters like plankton and certain creatures for whatever reason. They're making them, and I've seen the scientists blend them up to show that these things will forever reproduce and replicate, no matter how small you cut them up. These things, these nanobots, these nanoworms, these nanotubes can withstand temperatures past 100-some degrees. The only way that some of them can be killed is being burned. These nanotubes and nanobots can be frozen. They can be preserved in so many different ways and then come back to life with water and things of that nature. So they're sort of like hydrolyzed silica. They're sort of like water activated worms, right? Now listen, my eye doctor confirmed that she is dealing with this every day. Now, a few years ago, I went to the eye doctor because I'm gonna keep it real. Because be careful.
Kai didn't move his.
Be careful. Be careful. Hey, chill out. Hey. Yes, exactly. And then, like I was just saying, shamelessly voracious, I appreciate you so much for being so wise. Now, look, do y'all remember when the injections first came out, that they had to be stored at negative degrees to keep them here you go. They had to store them at negative degrees to keep them active and alive. You remember that? And then they had to throw away millions and millions of batches of that stuff because it didn't hold to temp. So whatever they were trying to keep alive, aka the whatever, I can't say it on here, but they were trying to keep it alive, it died at a certain temperature. So this shit is it's not new. It's something that they've been working on and dealing with and working with. Now, a few years back, like I was about to tell y'all, a few years back, I went to the same eye doctor to get a couple years. This was 2 years ago when I got these set of glasses. I went and I went up in there and I sat down and the lady said, "Oh my God, oh my God." She said, "You got worms in your eyes." Right? And at the time when I went, I knew before that I knew about them because when I get sick, I get these little wiggly things in my eyes, and it's how it goes for the last 3 years. It's never happened to me before 3 years ago in my life. I've had eye boogers, all that. Yeah, that's normal. But I've never had these little stringy wormy like creatures until the last 4 years, 3 to 4 years. So when I went about 3 years ago to the eye doctor, she said, "Oh my God, you got these wiggly worms in your eyes. Oh my God." And she was creeped out the whole time and she didn't even want to help me. And I don't blame her. I don't blame you, because I'm going to say something. This is new to all of us. This is very new to all of us. And a lot of us are not paying attention. A lot of y'all and a lot of us are not paying attention, so you're not recognizing what this shit is, or even not even recognizing. You're not even understanding that you are being afflicted and affected by something. So, like I said, I don't blame the eye lady for not wanting to deal with that shit because it's crazy. It's creepy. Like I told y'all, I watched that Died Suddenly documentary where the embalmers and the mortuary people and the funeral home workers were saying that they've been pulling feet-long worms out of people's carotid arteries. They've been pulling feet-long worms out of people's main arteries in their necks. They've been pulling them out of people's jugular veins. So what these things are doing, these blockchain nanotechnology worms, these nano worms are doing, are getting inside of our main arteries and main cauteries and arteries and blocking our fucking veins from getting blood and blocking our bodies from getting oxygen, and essentially causing us to have heart failure, death, and all of the above. That's essentially what they're doing. That's essentially what they're doing. You put too much whoop on it. That's essentially what they're doing. You know, and we've been watching people drop and fall by the wayside, and nobody's understanding what's going on because nobody is able to put two and fucking two together. Now, let's go back. Then going to the brain. Exactly. That's what I already know, and I'm so sorry, Shamelessly V. I'm so sorry that happened. But it's not just her. It's not just your dad. It's millions of us that's going through this. I blow my nose. Come on now. I blow my nose. And sometimes these long blood worms come out. I go, ha-chew. It don't be no snot boogers and shit. It don't be that. It be a long blood worm. And it's not the fact that it's a blood worm. It's the fact that these worms are eating us alive from the inside. It's the fact that these worms are doing whatever they're doing to us on the inside. And see, I know what I know, so I try my best to blow them out. I try my best to starve them out. I try my best to not eat so much. I try my best to fast a lot. I try my best to do every and anything that I can. I try my best. My body is fighting those motherfuckers. If you build your immune system up, your immune system will fight the motherfuckers. They thrive on sugars. That's the truth. They thrive on sugars. That's the truth. That's why you have to eat bitter foods. That's why you have to eat sour foods. That's why you have to eat hot foods. That's why you have to eat lettuce and salad. That's why you have to eat healthy food that don't have no sauce on it. Food that don't have nothing extra on it. Just delicious what you need food. That's why they have natural flavors and everything. That sweet, nasty, disgusting bullshit that's in everything. Because that shit, that it produces them. It feeds them like bacteria. Facts. Cancer like sugar and processed foods. Thank you so much, New Yorker. That's the facts. My mama, I was just talking to my mom about that shit yesterday. Let me check that Cash App out. Thank you so much, man. SS, I appreciate you. God bless you, SS, for that Cash App, for real. And anybody who don't know, my Cash App is $ Big Bede, man. And it's me on there with my hair down. Support the movement, man. I don't get monetized for this. YouTube is stealing my shit. YouTube is stealing my content. Now, let's go to deeper levels of this shit. I've been dealing with this before the worms came. Cancer is parasites. It is. Cancer ain't nothing but a parasite. A pocket of parasite. And I'm gonna tell you how perfect your body is. Our bodies are. Our bodies will encapsulate the cancer cells or the creature cells and put a cyst around it or a tumor around it to encapsulate it and try to drown it out. Or to keep it all in one spot. The body's that perfect. And all you're supposed to do, you get a little tumor, you goddamn cut it out. Not you yourself, but you have it removed. Go to the doctor and have that bitch removed or squeezed the fuck out, expelled out. Because let me explain something to you. And not all of them, because I will say this. Hold on, let me explain to you this, because I do understand this technology and this scientific studies. When you bust a tumor, a cancerous tumor in the body, the cancer will spread. So do not try to do nothing yourself, because that's how cancer spreads in the body. Because like I said, the body's so perfect and beautiful and wonderful that it will capture the cancers in one area with a tumor or a cyst or something of that nature, encapsulated with pus, and keep it goddamn in one spot. And if your dumb ass go to try to pop it or do something, that cancer might not, but it can spread into your bloodstream and you will die. So I am not telling anybody on here to be your own doctor. I am not telling anybody on here to try to take anything into your own hands but what you put into your body. What you eat and drink is the only thing you can control to affect your health. The main things you can control. What you eat and drink are the main things you can control to affect your health. I am not telling nobody to be their own fucking doctor. I am not a doctor. I'm telling you what the fuck is really going on in real life. Because I'm a learned black man who knows what the fuck is going on in real life, who doesn't care about my feelings, who doesn't care about your feelings, who doesn't care about none of our opinions. I only care about facts and data. Now, let me explain something to y'all. These doctors, they took the Hippocratic Oath. These doctors, they all took something called the Hippocratical Oath. First off, a hypocrite, and I know this comes from Hippocrates. I know the word Hippocratic oath comes from the studies of Hippocrates, so I'm not a dumb nigga who don't know what I'm talking about. But what does the word hypocrite mean? What does the word hypocrite mean? Exactly. Is hypocrite derived from Hippocrates too? It might be. What's good, Big O? What's good, Oliver? I appreciate you. Hope you and your wife are doing good. I hope everybody's doing good. Let's go. Let me show y'all something. What is the Hippocratic Oath?
According to Wikipedia, the Hippocratic Oath is an oath of ethics historically taken by physicians.
All right. Sounds pretty cool, right? Cool. I'm gonna see if I can find that one I just had, because I just had one that was crazy, bro. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah. Now, first and foremost, exactly, ethics my motherfucking ass. First and foremost, this is stolen. Hippocrates stole his shit from Egypt. Because look, here we have an ancient Egyptian symbol. He was taught by the Egyptians the sciences and the knowledges of medicine and science. He was taught that by my ancestors, right? This motherfucker, look, you see the symbol, the double helix snake, aka the DNA symbol, which derives where that is derived from, but that double helix snake comes straight from Egypt with the medical staff rod in the middle. Yeah, thank you, Big O. It was my daughter's birthday. Y'all show us some love, man. Y'all show my baby some love. $, Cash Out, Big Betty, man. And it ain't about the money. This is about the truth. You're here for the truth, but show my baby some love too. And thank you for all my people who did support and show love, because I appreciate it. SS, I appreciate you. All my people who always donate, I appreciate y'all. Look, now, I'm gonna read the Hippocratic Oath. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but I'm gonna read this shit. The Belmont Report. I'm gonna have to check that out. See what that is. All right, the Hippocratic Oath. It says, I swear by Apollo, healer, by Asclepius, Asclepius, by Hygeia, by Panacea, and all of the gods and goddesses, making them my witness. So this is a satanic oath by whoever's taking it, that you're swearing by these gods. You're swearing with your soul on the line already by these gods and goddesses, making them my witness. So you bringing and you summoning. That's why I didn't even want to say their names like that, because by saying their names, you summon them. By saying certain deities' names, you summon them. You call them out. You know what I mean? So look, thank you, SS. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Look, making them my witnesses, that I will carry out according to my ability and judgment this oath and this indenture, to hold my teacher and this art equal to whom my parents, to make him partner in my livelihood when he is in need of money, to share mine with him. What the fuck? Hold on. Let me read that again. To hold my teacher. So I guess to hold my teacher in this art equal to my own parents. So he's holding this teacher, the nigga who taught with this oath. You're holding the teacher, the one who taught you the arts of healing. You're holding them equal to your own parents, just by with this oath alone. It says, to hold my teacher in this art equal to my own parents. So this art is making you value your teacher of your art equal to your own parents. That is evil. That is evil. That's not normal. to make him partner in my livelihood. So now your teacher, you have to bring him in, like you owe him. He's the partner in your livelihood now, right? When he is in need of money, to share mine with him. When he is in need of money, to share mine with him. So this oath is telling you, when your teacher's fucked up, if your teacher taught you something and he's fucked up, you have to hold him equal to your parents. Make him a partner in your livelihood. And if he's in need of money, you have to take care of him, right? Share yours with him. To consider his family and as my own brothers, and to teach them this art. So you're supposed to take the teacher who taught you the science of medicine, and you're supposed to take his family as your own and take his brothers and teach them the science of medicine. So this is what do you call it? Like a brotherhood. This is a tradition passed down to brother to brother. This don't sound like medicine so far. This sounds like an oath, a real oath. This is a sorority. Exactly. Sounds like some brotherhood sorority shit. Exactly. I just said this is a sorority. Exactly. Great minds think alike, man. Look. Let me keep reading. This shit is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. This is why you have to use this technology to fucking learn, not just to be dumb. Because they bank on us being dumb. Let's go. Teach them this art. If they want to learn it. So you're supposed to teach them that if they want to learn it. Without fee or indenture. So all you had to pay thousands of dollars to go to medical school. But now it's your duty in the Hippocratic Oath to teach the brothers of the one who taught you for free. So you got to pass this game on for free now. What am I doing, y'all? I ain't taking no Hippocratic Oath, but I'm passing the game on for what? For free. Please tip the goddamn waiter. Tip your server, please. Let's go. To impart precept, oral instruction, and other instruction to my own sons, the sons of my teacher, and to indentured pupils who have taken the healer's oath, but to nobody else. Let me read that again. Let me read that again, man. Not the whole thing. Without fee or indenture, to impart precept, oral instruction, and all other instructions to my own sons and the sons of my teacher, and to indentured pupils who have taken their healer's oath, but to nobody else. So to be honest with you, exactly, it's a covenant. That's exactly what this is, a covenant. That's exactly what this is, a straight covenant. Let me keep reading this because this is very important. It's not that long. I will use those dietary regimens which will benefit my patients according to my greatest ability and judgment. I will do no harm, or injustice to them. Neither will I administer a poison to anyone when asked to do so. So let me read that again, and I want to make a valid point. And I will do no harm or injustice to them. Neither will I administer a poison to anybody when asked to do so, nor will I suggest such a course. So when you have these human euthanization places where you can go and get your life over and get your life taken out, and medicinally, like medically, that's a doctor going against the Hippocratic Oath, because he said he won't administer poison even if he's asked to do so. That's going against his oath. So the motherfuckers out here who got these euthanization places where you can go unalive yourself, that's going against the Hippocratic oath. I've seen them in Pennsylvania. I've seen them in, I think, Washington, D.C. I've seen them in like 3 different states. It's clinics where you can go in the clinic and get your life over. If you're that much of a loser, you can goddamn, they even have the boxes. They even have the boxes where you go lay down in this little coffin-like thing, and it's got a glass thing so you can see, and they will put it and lay it down, and they'll put the poisonous gases and release them once you press the button. So you lay down in this little chamber, and you just lay there, and you lay there, and when you're ready to go, you push the button, and it releases the gases. So actually, that is not going against the Hippocratic oath because they're not administering the poison. They gave you the poison in the place to administer it for yourself. So actually, that, if they're doing it like that, that's not going against their oath. So I respect that a little bit. I just thought about that. But those other places where you can go in the place and get taken out, that's against the oath. That's so, you know, even the doctors pulling the plug is against the oath. Because when they administer something to take you out in your IV, or they pull that plug in, or turn your breathing tubes off, that's going against the Hippocratic oath, because you're not supposed to administer any poison or do any harm intentionally to nobody. You're supposed to fight for that patient to the very end until they expire. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? Bless you. These people don't know nothing about nothing. Look. Let me keep reading, man. Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. Similarly, I will not give to a woman a pessary to cause abortion. Let me read the Hippocratic oath. All these niggas are going to hell. Let me read the Hippocratic oath. Let me read. Let me look up the word pessary. P-E-S-S-A-R-Y. Let's read. P-E-S-S-A-R-Y. A pessary is a soft, removable device that can be used as a non-surgical treatment for pelvic organ prolapse or POP and urinary incontinence, SUI. Pessaries are often made of silicone and come in various shapes and sizes. Healthcare provider can fit pessary, made different. I don't know. Okay. So they only want to put that in the nigga, basically. Let me go back to what I was reading. Let me go back to the Hippocratic oath. Let me go back. This is the real deal shit. All right. Similarly, I will not give to a woman a pessary to cause abortion, but I will keep pure and holy both my life and my art. I will not use the knife, not even verily, on sufferers from stone, but I will give place to such, but I will give place to such as are craftsmen therein. I will not use the knife, not even verily, on sufferers from stone, but I will give place to such as are craftsmen therein. But I will give place to such as craftsmen therein. Is that nigga saying he'll give him a place to be at type shit? I don't know. I don't understand that. That's kind of, I'm kind of slow on that one, y'all. I'm sorry. I can't really understand. That's some old time Greek this thinking. Into whatsoever houses I enter, I will enter to help the sick and heal, and will abstain from all intentional wrongdoing and harm, especially from abusing the bodies of man or woman, bond or free. So that nigga can't do this to a slave or a freeman. You know? You can't do that to a slave or a free man. You're supposed to do right by your patient. And whatsoever I shall see or hear in the course of all my profession, as well as outside my profession, in the intercourse with me. Hold on, let me read this again. And whatsoever I shall see or hear in the course of my profession, as well as outside my profession, in my intercourse with men, if it be what should not be published abroad, I will never divulge, holding such things to be holy secrets. Boy. Now, if I carry out this oath and break it, I may gain forever reputation among all men for my life and for my art. But if I break it, if I break it and forswear myself, may the opposite befall me. So niggas is ready to die for this shit. They're taking an oath to die for this shit if they break it. Now, I worked at the hospital. I said that to say this, because I got to go in a few seconds. I worked at a hospital for 9 years, 8 years, 9 years, fresh out of high school. I worked at a hospital. I was a parking employee. Yeah, facts. Let me explain something to you. The Hippocratic Oath we just read, you're never supposed to go and intentionally do harm to no patient. You're never supposed to go to unalive no patient. You're never supposed to do none of that to no patient intentionally, right? I'm gonna read that in a second. Look, that we were never taught. I mean, hold on. They were never supposed to break that ethic, that code, that ethic, right? I used to park cars for everybody. I'm talking about celebrities, doctors, everybody. I parked everybody's car. I parked Jerry Richardson's car, the owner of the Carolina Panthers. I parked multiple Carolina Panthers players' car. I parked everybody from Kerry Collins to Julius Peppers, WNBA players, Ric Flair. I parked Ric Flair. Woo! I parked Ric Flair's wife had cancer. So Ric Flair came up there with his wife every day. 3 days a week until she died. Because Ric Flair lived in my old city. He had a white Porsche Cayenne Turbo. He came up there every day, 3 days a week until she died. I've been dealing with celebrities and big names and celebrities and shit all day, every day, my whole life, right? One day that one of the doctors came in, and he never really let me park his car. He had a blue Porsche Turbo, but it was a small one. And I'm not gonna say his name because I'm not gonna fuck myself or him up. But he came in one day and he was crying. He was looking real sad, like he was crying. I was like, "What's wrong with you, Dr. Wu?" Because I knew his name. I knew all of these doctors. They were like my friends. Some of them were like my friends. I was working there for years. Drink coffee with them, talk to them, and they go do their business, and I just do my shit. Because I was the lobby dude. I was the valet man in the lobby, the valet supervisor. So I was just in the lobby of the building every day, talking to all the doctors and everybody. We all knew each other. So look, one day he came in, he pulled up to the top, and he gave me his keys. He never gave me his keys. And I was like, he was like, "Hey, man, just park it, man. Just park it." I said, "Dr. Wu, what's wrong, bro? What's wrong? What's wrong?" He said, I parked the car. He said, "Meet me up at Starbucks and we'll go get some coffee." Hand to God. So I parked the car. I met him up on the 3rd floor. We went to Starbucks. We started walking together to Starbucks. He was like, man, today is the worst day. Says the worst day. I was like, what's going on, bro? He said, today's the day where I got to go in and take some people out. But he didn't say that. He used the K-I-L-L-E-D word. He said K-I-L-L. He said, today's the day where I got to come in and some people. And I said, what do you mean? He said, man, he said, it's the worst part of this job. And this is a strong man. I know him. He's very tall, very big man, a powerful man. You know, he's a very powerful dude. He's saving lives every day. You know what I mean? He said, this is the worst part about this job. He said, I said, no, I said, how do you know who you have to do? He said, there's a list. And he said, if you're poor or you're old, you're the first on the list. He said, there's a list. If you're poor or you're old, you're the first on the list. And he said, if you're in here for a long time, you're on the list. And so I said, damn, that's fucked up. And he was like, hey man, don't say nothing type shit, whatever he said it, however he said it type shit. And he was like, it's going to be all right. And I patted him on his back and I was like, it's going to be all right. And then when he came and got his car, he didn't even talk. He just got his keys. I pulled his shit up, pulled his car up to the top, and he got off and left. Business as usual. And I'm going to tell y'all one more thing before I go. One more. When you go to the dentist, you see this little black tooth? I was eating gummy bears. See these? I got some of my teeth. I got them taken out, like surgically taken out. But so like this one, and I thank God this happened. My tooth broke. I got a little piece of black tooth in there. It's big bad. I don't give a fuck. Right? It's not. I don't have no root, so it's nothing bad. It's not nothing nasty or stinking or no crazy shit. But it's a piece of dead tooth in there that got a little piece. So look, what happened, I was eating gummy bears. Pop! The whole tooth came off. Because I always been a munchie ass dude. Bunch of munchies, bunch of candy and munchies and shit, which is bad for you. In my younger years. So tooth broke off. I'm like, oh shit. I tell my lady, shit, tell my kids, whoa shit, look, my daughter, whatever. Oh shit, look at this. Tooth broke. So as I examined it, I'm like, damn, it's crazy. I ain't even thinking about it, right? It was like a dark spot in the tooth, right? Inside the tooth. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? So I go in the mirror looking at my little broken thing, right? And there was a black bar hanging out of my gum up here. A black bar, a cylinder, like a lead pencil, like a thick ass pencil lead. Like, the pencil leads and the number 2 pencils that you can retract, those pencils, but it's a thick lead, like motherfucking diameter is thick, like 4 or 5 times thicker than that of a pencil lead. Very thick, like a choo-choo pencil, the old school pencils, them big retarded pencils, them choo-choo pencils, about that thick, the bar. So I'm like, I'm feeling it, wiggling it and shit. It's wiggling and shit, and they're like poking. So I fucked around and pulled that shit out. It was a fucking metal bar that they install in your fucking head. Now, let me explain to you what this is. It's either some type of plutonium type of metal, some kryptonite type of metal, or it's some type of lead. Because it was a direct metal. It was not carbonate. It was some fucking metal shit. Some dark kryptonite type of metal, but it wasn't green, it was black. And now, when I used to go to the dentist, I used to have this beautiful dentist. And now that I'm looking back at it, she was playing mind games on a nigga and fucking me at the same time. She used to put her boobs on my head while she used to do my surgeries. She put her boobs on my head, and I now realized, looking back at it now, she was mind fucking me. That was just her way of, her evil way of making what she was doing to me and comforting me while she was doing it. Because she was a beautiful lady, right? And she used to always, oh, you have beautiful teeth. Your teeth are so perfect. Oh, your teeth are beautiful. You have beautiful teeth. Oh my God, you're perfect. She loved me, but I was a baby. I was a teenager, young nigga, from 10 years old all the way up into my 20s. So she watched me grow up. You get what I'm saying? That's why another thing, this doctor shit is weird. They all in on it. They all know. When she used to open up my tooth, they, you know how they hollow it out when you have to get cavities and shit, and they hollow your tooth out and get all the cavity out, which is normal and natural. They get all the cavity out. But when they would have it open, she would tell the lady to pass her something, and they would pass it to her real secretly, and she'll tell me to hold my head back, and she would goddamn shove that motherfucker up in there and shove it in there. It's gonna hurt a little bit, and she would shove it up in there so goddamn hard, and she'll have her titty smashed down on my head, and she'd shove that mother, you're doing great, baby, and she'll be shoving that motherfucker up there. And now I know what the fuck she was shoving in my goddamn jawline. The bitch was shoving kryptonite metal in my jawline. And the only reason I'm calling it kryptonite because I can't confirm what it was. Lead. Do you know what lead would do to you if it's in your brain? You know lead poisoning in motherfucking paint? Do you know what lead would do into your motherfucking brain when we're a frequency-based environment? You understand now why you can hear the radio song on the radio before it's on the radio? It's because you got a fucking goddamn antenna in your jawline. You're not special. You're fucking laden with antennas. So they can hear what you're saying and you can hear what they want you to hear. This is a serious world we live in. And y'all run around playing. This ain't no motherfucking game. I got time for one more evil medical doctor tale. I had a pedophile doctor as a child. His name was Dr. Elkins in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm exposing this fuck nigga. Send your goons if you want to. I'll pop all your tops. Theoretically, allegedly. Dr. Elkins was my pediatrician, my pediatrician. Do you understand what the fuck's going on? My pediatrician. Y'all better wake the fuck up. Big Baddy's here to tell you. I ain't here to sell you. I'm here to tell you. So when I used to go to my pediatrician, first off, the nigga was gay. Why my mama had me going to a gay doctor? God bless, I don't know. My doctor was gay. And back in those days, niggas what's good, grip? Back in those days, niggas wasn't gay and trying to push it on you gay. They was just sweet gay. You just knew a nigga was sweet. So he wasn't to that fact of gay like in this times where it's just, here everybody, it's gay this, gay that, gay this, gay that. It wasn't that time. It was the time where niggas was secretly doing what they was doing in secret. So my doctor was gay. He was very sweet. Yeah, how you, good to see you, man. Good to see you. This nigga used to say, "My, you've grown over the summer. You bitch ass nigga." And I used to tell my mama like, yo, I don't feel comfortable, man. He's really grab your balls, cough. Nigga, you ain't gotta grab my balls to make me cough, bro. That shit is weird as fuck, bro. Where else do they tell you grab your balls and cough? In prison, motherfucker. Grab your dick and your balls, bend over and cough. In prison, they do that to you. So why are they doing you like that in fucking your pediatrician? Y'all better understand what the fuck's going on. And people like me, it ain't going down like that over here, baby. I suffer so my people won't have to suffer. The nigga used to say, "Oh, you've grown. Take your clothes off and put this on. Take all your clothes. No, all of them. Down to your, what he used to say, down to your skin. Down to your skin." That's what the motherfucker used to say. Take your clothes off down to your skin, and I'll be right back. One time, the nigga turned his back while I was taking my clothes off. After so many years of being in there, he was like, "I'm just got to turn around. Heard just you." But guess what? By that time, I was conditioned. So I just took my clothes off. And guess what? Every time when I go to the doctor and I be naked, my shit shrinks inside of itself. I don't even have a penis when I go to the doctor. I have a damn vagina. That motherfucker goes inside of itself. It don't want to be seen. It's so uncomfortable, bro. So he used to say, "And it's bigger, it's grown." No, he says, "You've grown." That was his fucking favorite thing to say to me. "You're getting bigger." While I'm naked, he say that. And he grabbing my shit, looking at it on the sides, and "Let me look at your shaft, let me see." This is fucked up. Got a gay man grabbing my shaft and shit. I'm a goddamn little boy and shit. But y'all send y'all's people, this is what y'all do to your fucking children. And you wonder why. And you fucking wonder why. I wonder why. It's the greatest DJ. I wonder why. It will never be. I wonder why. It's the greatest DJ. I wonder why he's the gayest DJ. Niggas was conditioned to this shit. Niggas was broken as children and molded into molds that they didn't have no idea. And this is sad times, y'all. But guess what? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. They all are in on it. They all know about it. Every form. I told you, the dentist, the eye doctor, the medical doctor. They're all in on it. Now, you need to go to the doctor if you need help. You need to. Find you a good doctor. But, ooh, what happened to hundreds of holistic doctors during the lockdown era? During the lockdown era, hundreds of holistic doctors were just randomly saying, "I don't want to live no more." This is the world we live in. Pray for Big Bede. Pray for my family. Pray for us. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's one of the best lives you're ever going to see in your life, because I was there to witness what I witnessed, to actually tell you and put this shit together. 38 years of fucking information to show you this ain't what y'all think it is. We have to. I'm gonna tell you something. See, I'm a homeschool doctor, right? I'm a homeschool teacher, not a doctor. I'm a homeschool teacher. I am a principal, a teacher, a nurse, cafeteria man, the janitor, the nurse, the motherfucking all that shit. The father, a brother, a son, a husband, a this, a that. I'm a million motherfucking things. You understand me? I'm so fully wrapped up and so fully balanced as a man. I got so much shit going on. But guess what? That's what keeps us alive, man. If you don't have a challenge and a will to survive and live, you won't live. You need a challenge. You need something to do. A person without something to do will soon die, because God will call you back home if you're not doing his will. He will call you back home. Why do you think all these young niggas who are evil and doing evil die quick and die? Because if you're not doing God's will, he'll take your soul back home, or the devil will claim you, one of the two. And it's a bidding war for our souls. That's what this shit is about. So take control of your life. Take control, because These worms that's in us. These things, these new things that's in us trying to starve us of oxygen and shit. How you gonna, like Lauryn Hill said, how you gonna win if you ain't right within? How you gonna win if you ain't right within? Come again. How you gonna win if you ain't right within? You got to be healthy. Fuck everything but health. We just watched millions of people drop like flies. We only should be focusing on health. Only. Proper sleep, proper eating, proper drinking. Only. I love y'all. I got to go because I got to go to work. It's your big homie, Big Betty, man. Real talk, real shit podcast. One of the only places online where you're going to hear it, man. Everybody else not everybody, because some real deal channels on here. And y'all know who I'm talking to. My people know who I'm rocking with, but most people is cap. And I ain't talking no shit about you. I'm talking about all this YouTube shit. It's full of shit. YouTube is a toilet with 1, 2, 3 golden, 5. It's like 100 golden eggs floating through the rest of the million sea of shit toilets. I mean, turds in the toilet. You know what I mean? I love y'all, man. Big homie.